Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be doing a mysterious reading since a couple of you have been mentioning it lately. And we're going to start with cards from Dreams of Gaia in case anyone will be asking. So pile number 1 is on your left, 2 in the middle, 3 on your right. This reading will be extended on Patreon in case you resonate with this and you want to see what other messages there are. And I will see you in timestamps. Hello group number 1, let's see, what do we need to talk about? For the mysterious readings, in case you're here for the first time, I allow cards to show us what needs to be talked about, so there is no topic in this reading. Alright, so you have the heaven and earth and a desire. Right now your cards are saying it would be beneficial to focus on, and maybe that's something that you're feeling already intuitively or in your body, that you want to more so focus not so much on these spiritual things as much as you want to focus on what is around you, the physical things. Some of you may have an urge to eat a little bit more. Others of you may have an urge to go and explore the land you haven't explored and touch the leaves and connect to the herbs. Maybe you might be using herbs for your practices. I'm just saying practices because I'm picking up completely different things that people are doing with that. I'm seeing someone burning it. I'm seeing others putting it in the tea. I'm seeing others putting it in the bath, specifically fresh mint. Do not resist your bodily desires at this time. Same would be for sexual desires, especially those who experience some sort of trauma regarding this in the past. Now, this is gonna be only for those who had experienced this. Why I'm saying that is because you can, through being in a safe space, either with yourself or with a partner, healing some of the parts of you, especially the lower chakras, anything that's to do with sexuality or intimacy, exploring that a little bit more, but approaching it from a safe space instead of some of you maybe have felt in the past that you are judged. Maybe you grew up in a very strict family and they said that sex was bad, and you grew up having this perspective on sex, and any time as a grown-up you have sex, you still have that feeling of I'm doing something wrong. Now is the time to focus on that from a different perspective. It's an intimate moment. Some of you may think of it as a sacred moment. Others of you, if you have gone through something more traumatic than this, I would apply the same thing. Most importantly, feeling safe in the presence of someone else, so choosing someone that you want to explore this with. And specifically when you are in that moment or you are with yourself, paying attention to what your body feels emotionally. Am I feeling good about this? Does this remind me of something? If it does remind me of something that I don't like, where does it sit in my body? Let me stop and think. Let me take a break. Let's not approach this as, as an experience that has to lead me to orgasm. So I'm touching quite a emotional and personal topic here, but I wanted to spend some time here. Now, same goes for anything that gives you some sort of pleasure, pile number 1. Your cards are saying, let's focus on pleasures of life right now. What does the tree of fruit have to offer? Taste it, be present with it. Approach it with the eyes of a child. What I mean by that, the curiosity itself. Let me touch the texture, let me smell it, let me actually kind of analyze it instead of being like, okay, I just know what it is. I'm not gonna look too deep into this. So really connect into the physical things around you, specifically the pleasures that life has to offer. The coffee you drink in the morning, right? Instead of drinking it unconsciously and running to work, just sitting down, giving yourself a bit more time I have my mint tea right next to me. Touch the cup. What is the temperature? How does it smell? Be present with it. It feels like for a lot of you, if you have any chaos, especially any energetic chaos, or maybe your emotions were all over the place, this would be a really good way of grounding the self, as well as healing some physical parts of you that maybe you didn't pay attention to before, or maybe it wasn't the right time to do so. All right, let's continue. I'm gonna be using the gold leaf tarot, and I'll put these right up here. Let me volume up the meditation music a bit. I would say the same thing would go for those people who have a desire to learn a new skill, a desire to put their hands in something. This could be a soil, this could be pottery, this could be arts and crafts or DIYs. It feels like you're connecting to your energy body through the physicality of things. I hope this is making sense. I'm not going to be taking reversals for this group. And let's see what we have. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. So remember how I talked about a safe space, especially in partnership? It doesn't have to be necessarily romantic. You can spend some really nice quality time with a really good friend of yours. It's very important to pay attention to the peace that you feel around them. I can reflect with you. I can just sit in the grass with you. I can just enjoy what the life has to offer. I don't need that much money to enjoy these little things, and it's great. It's that kind of energy that I'm sensing here for pile number Wands. Some of you may have an urge to return to the place that was familiar to you before, a place that feels safe and secure to you, a place like home. It could be your literal home where you grew up, or it could be a city where you grew up, or maybe a restaurant that you were going to with your family when you were little. It feels like coming back to that place that makes you feel safe would somehow strengthen you. It's very interesting. This reminds me of this really good practice. I did it with Joe, my fellow tarot reader, once. We came back to visit the place that we used to live in London, where both me and Joey had a really hard time in life there. I was struggling massively with anxiety, with depression, and I was just wanting some peace, and I couldn't find it. I was trying different things, and it was just a very intense time. And Joe was struggling with his own things, and we came back to that place after we've moved out of London. We went next to that home, and we closed our eyes, and we kind of like rewritten the script. We brought that peaceful energy with us. And Joe did it differently than I did. It was a very personal experience. I imagine as if that peace was radiating towards me, the past me that was in that house. And I was saying to that old version of self, everything will be fine soon. So it's like soothing the younger self. Maybe some of you want to do that, you want to practice that. It's really, really good technique. See how you like it. Especially if you are trying to kind of get released from a past experience or to strengthen yourself in some way. Yeah, that's the boost of energy. The Knight of Wands has plenty of energy. Let's look at this Devil. Okay, no, that's not bad. I like that. It refers the Devil and the Page of Cups. It refers to the Knight of Wands, the desires of life here. I would just say for those who tend to be quite sensitive, and if you are looking for a partner and if you just started dating, if you want a serious long-term relationship, you You may meet someone, but they may want something different than you do. Now, if you come from this place of, I want to explore the fire, I never really had a quick romance, but I would love to experience that, or I haven't had it for a long time, it's actually a good time to explore that. As long as you know yourself and you know what you need, you could have a really, really intense time. A lot of pleasure to be found there. All right, let's see what else. What else is here? See, it feels like your cards are saying your mental state, or maybe even your physical state, or both of them are improving because someone is willing to pay attention to what is right here and right now. And I'm seeing someone thinking about a need to go for a holiday, and they go, oh my God, I would love to book that really beautiful hotel somewhere in Bali. But then they sit with themselves, they're like, okay, if I don't have enough finances for that now, what can I do in my environment to achieve this sort of peace and comfort? And they pick up a tent, put it in their truck, and they go camping, and they find that peace there with way less amount of money and maybe less days to book from their work. That's what kind of energy I have for pile number 1. So your cards are saying, hey, let's focus on the grass, the little things, that fly that is around you, that ladybug. And let's focus on the pleasures of life, what it has to offer, the coffee that you're drinking, the tea you're drinking, the bath you're going to have, and really be in that moment. I hope this made sense. I'm going to extend this on Patreon. Let's see what we're going to extend. Okay. Judgment. Oof. On Patreon, it feels like we're going to be talking about the guides. So we're going to look into that. If you want to join me on the other side, the link is down below. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Thank you for being here. Hello, pile number 2. Let's see what we have for you. First card is the Maiden. The second is the Eight of Air. Quite a specific story, and these mysterious readings take me to specific stories, so if this is not you, it's okay. Now, this is showing me a change of character of someone's, going from this very youthful, very innocent type of character towards a more mature, a stronger character with boundaries. But none of them is better or stronger, I would say, in this situation, because the Maiden's energy is a very powerful energy. This reminds me of a situation where someone would play to be innocent or to be a little bit silly or even dumb in order to get what they want. And this character also embodies this archetype, I want to say, these qualities of youthfulness, kind-hearted person, playfulness, and with that energy, you can literally bounce through life. I'm seeing someone jumping, la 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 la. Not to say that they are stupid or naive. The Maiden can be naive sometimes, but it's just they are looking at the miracles of life instead of looking at life from this distorted point of view, the broken point of view. So maybe right now some of you are encouraged to tap into this energy of the Maiden, saying, remember that inner child that you had, the playfulness in you, especially if you feel stuck right now, if you feel stiff in your body. Observe life from this point of view. It's going to be very helpful for you, especially whilst overcoming a difficult situation. Tapping into the colors of life instead of seeing things in black and white. I'm seeing that in this reading, people are in need of a release of some sort. You have become the strong character. You have become the self-confident, strong character, taking no BS for a lot of you watching here. But your cards are saying don't forget to tap into the maiden's energy from time to time. To take your inner child by hand and hop around the forest. To pay attention to what signs you have around you with the curious eyes. See over there on a stone? If I'm correct, this is a sign of abundance. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's also very in tune with the nature, and the rabbit is not scared of her because her presence is very calming, very nurturing. She's a very caring individual. And it feels like this butterfly over there, that's where her power lies, the power and transformation. She's able to tap into different things in this forest. She can feel the tree. She can feel the spirit of this animal. She can smell the roses. She knows when she needs to transform. And for a lot of you, this feels like a bit of a transformation of a character that the cards are referring us to here. Let's pull more cards. Let's see what else. And I'm going to be using the gold foil tarot. What do we need to know about this group number 2? I keep hearing play a little bit more. Don't take things too seriously at this time. Don't take it too much to heart to where it makes you suffer. There is no point in that. Right now, specifically, if this resonates with you, it's okay to be silly, crack jokes. Don't be afraid of your goofy self. Don't think of how this is going to be taken by others. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. Let me move this a bit. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. The 6 of Wands. Another page. You see that youthful energy is coming through here with pages. The King of Wands. And the Star. Okay, look. Now, there is one warning for someone here. But if this is for you, you've felt that already. Your cards are saying when giving your energy to something or someone, make sure that whatever you're investing in, it is true and honorable. For example, in relationship scenario, this is saying whatever you are giving, make sure that you're not extending this energy just to nowhere. What I mean by to nowhere, it is not received. It's not reciprocated. Makes sense? But for a lot of you, this is talking about a work situation. What is going on right now? Your playfulness in a work situation can bring you quite a lot of success. So what I mean by playfulness, the creativity, observing the situation, looking at a task from a more creative point of view. The King of Wands is here too, saying, hey, my power lies in my creativity right now. What can I do in my everyday life to bring more creativity to my life? Because it feels like one of your goals and dreams is connected to creativity. The star is at the end right there. No doubt you will be successful in your endeavors. Just one thing, work-wise too, if you're going to be collaborating with someone or thinking about working with someone, make sure that they have something to offer. And they are trustworthy with the 7 of Swords here, okay? They're not just here for the fame or not just there for the short amount of time. The same way goes for relationship and for the work situations. That they're there to stick with you in the progress of your work, in the progress in the journey. If this is a temporary thing, then it's fine, but I still would watch who you're giving your finances, your investments, your money, your time to. Okay? Why is this warning coming through? Who you're signing deals with as well, okay? Why is this warning coming through? The 2 of Wands. Three of Cups, the World, the Moon, bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords. Why is this warning coming through? Ooh, very specific. This wouldn't suggest you, the cards wouldn't suggest you working with family members or very close friends. It feels like it wouldn't be very beneficial. The relationship may suffer. Okay, this feels like I'm reading for someone personal. So if this doesn't match your situation, it's perfectly fine. Now, for others of you, if you feel like there is a person who acts like your friend, but you feel like deep down they're not really trustworthy or something is off, trust your intuition with the Moon card, okay? If you are owed something, owed a sum of money, owed, I don't know, whatever, do not wait around for it. Remind that person what they owe you. It is okay. Don't be shy about this. If something that you know you deserve is out there, go and claim it. Go and ask for it. It is not the time to sit in a corner and to wait for someone to give it to you. Go and get it yourself, okay? What else? Too many cards. I want to reshuffle. We have the Page of Wands, Temperance, Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Your power lies in femininity right now. Your power lies in your feminine energy right now. Especially when signing deals or contracts, would it be business deals or marriage contracts, you know, relationship, soul contracts, right? I agree to be with you. There is already kind of invisible contract that we're making. Energetic, if you may say. Right now would be beneficial to focus on your inner balance, especially... okay, I see. How can you do this? Your cards are saying, how can you do this? Again, we're coming back to creativity or exploration. If you feel out of whack a little bit right now, tap into creativity in whichever way you feel necessary to you. Go paint, do DIY, create something for yourself. Doesn't matter what it is. Do your hair nicely, right? Anything that requires creativity. Through creativity, have you noticed you can come back to balance and ground yourself a little bit more. But also, your success lies in creative field of some sort. So experiment, explore, keep on going because you are supposed to be successful. Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the stars here, okay? Through exploration, through experiment, you will get to where you want to be. I'm going to extend this on Patreon. Let's see what we're going to continue with the Four of Wands. For some, it may refer to the family life, the future family life. We're going to see where the cards take us. If you want to join me, the links are down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, group number 3, let's see what we have for you. First card, the Counselor. And the Knowledge. Oh my goodness, very specific. As usual, these mysterious readings tend to be very specific. And that's why I like them. We're talking to people who want to share their knowledge or their experience with the world here. And if you've been looking for a sign, this is your sign. Yes, you would be a great counselor. Yes, you can go that path. A therapist, a counselor, anyone really who in some way helps the other to feel good or better or to fix some of the issues they may be having. And your cards are saying why. not only that you would have the wisdom, the knowledge itself, but you also have the experiences. Some of you, for example, if we're being very specific, if you've been depressed and anxious before, and you know how it feels, and you want to study psychology or be a psychiatrist, it's not only that you're bringing in the knowledge from the books, but you're bringing in the experience, and you put those two together. It's quite a powerful duo. Okay, so whatever you have experienced and you are leaning towards that because you want to help the world in some way, keep on following that path. See, you have some sort of a magic potion here. The world, for some of you, hasn't even experienced some of what you have to offer, what you have to bring into it. So I would say be very authentic in your approaches, even if, say, you're like, I don't know if dry psychology is enough. How about I pair it up with my intuitive gut feeling, right? The person comes in, I tap into them, I'm able to see what they're struggling with, and I'm gonna first start experimenting with this in my surroundings to see if my information is correct, if I'm tapping into factual information, right? If I can back it up. And then maybe I'm going to use it for my clients. Maybe you're not even going to be called a psychologist. You're going to be called some sort of therapist who puts a couple of things together and makes magic out of it. Makes sense? So it's just an example here. But overall, your mysterious reading is saying right now is really important to focus on where you're going and what drives you. What is your magic potion over here that you have in your hands? What do you want to do with it? How do you want to use it? If you've been thinking now, this is a different group of people, that you want to go to counseling yourself, this is your sign. Yes, counseling, therapy of some sorts will be very helpful. You will come across that person who will be able to get you out of a difficult situation. Not that they will do that, with their help you will do that, okay? And you will come across someone who's going to match your energy. All right, let's continue. I'm going to be using the Gold Leaf Tarot. And let's see what else we need to know about this situation. This doesn't surprise me in this spread. Healing the heart, ending a chapter, not waiting around for something to happen outside of you in order for you to give some sort of closure, but doing it yourself. Yeah, working on it yourself. You see the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands here. You are successful. The 10 of Swords is here. Ending some sort of difficulty, mental or emotional difficulty. You've been holding on to some sort of pain here, and the cards are saying we are moving on. But it's in your hands, like that potion. We are moving on. We can remember the past with the 6 of Cups here. We can revisit the past, but we don't have to hold on to it with the 4 of Pentacles. We can accept the facts, but we don't want to retreat back to the pain. So there's something that has to be healed within you, or has to be looked within you, in order for you to have a better quality of life, really, pile number 3. Because it seems like someone isn't finished with either healing or didn't want to look at it for a while, how a specific situation impacted them. This could be a childhood situation of some sort. This could be a heartbreak, right? Whatever that was for you. This could be a divorce. You have really strong cards here. Something that I tried to work on, but it didn't happen. Something that went tits up, literally. Take some time to process what has happened so that you can get mental clarity here. And you'll have much more patience and strength moving forward. Okay, what else? Yeah, and then you can start over, start new. The Fool is very lighthearted. He's like, okay, what is up, the world? I've done this. I got clarity. What is that? Yes, I became stronger, but I have my inner child with me. I'm still playful. I'm not reserved. I'm not stiff. I don't have hundreds of walls built up. I'm open for the world. I have strong boundaries, but I'm open for the world and what it has to offer. If anyone is struggling financially here, pile number 3, how you can overcome this is by using your knowledge. What I mean by that. Focus on learning or expanding your knowledge. Your sharp mind will help you get out of that situation. For example, you're gonna learn where to invest your money. Not where to invest your money, but how to manage money better. Or you're going to learn specific technique, how to earn more money. How can I manage money overall? What was I doing before it didn't work for me? And by looking at what's out there, maybe taking inspiration or someone else's experience, how can I implement it to my life, and how can I move forward and be successful financially? So look for any, I would say, seminars that draw you in. Anyone who teaches about investments, or how to save money in day-to-day life, or how, if you want to change your career, how they did that if you need an extra kick, okay? Here's your happiness and joy. Happiness, joy, and why? Because you have learned how to get shit done. How to get what you want. So if you had any issues financially or overcoming it, but through this wisdom that you're acquiring from somewhere. If anyone had issues with boundaries, you're gonna have to have good boundaries here and to ask what you want if you've been too shy to ask for a raise, for example, right? You're gonna have to grow some balls here. Let's see what else. By the way, if you're doing any work that helps other people here to heal or to feel better, the spirit team with the counselor card is with you during those times. I don't know if you noticed that or not. They're their guardians as well as yours. What else? In the future, I'm seeing someone wanting to help you acquire something. Whoever this person is, you had a conflict with them in the past. An argument, a conflict, but that conflict or argument has slightly changed the way you talk to one another now, or the way you approach one another. This person will want to give something to you in the coming weeks, I'm seeing here. It's a bit mysterious. They have something to offer, but I'm not seeing what it is exactly. It's just saying that's exactly what you want with the Star card and the Nine of Cups. It's gonna make you feel really, really happy. I'm gonna extend this on Patreon. Let's see what we're gonna continue with. Oof, 10 of Pentacles. We're gonna tap in and we will see. I'll put this card on the side. If you want to join me, the links are down below. And thank you for spending some time here. Until the next time. Bye.